I don't know, this seems pretty legit. I'm actually doing a wide angle view right now. The problem is the microphone is covered, so I don't know how good the mic is going to be when it's covered like this. The mic, take the video, the Olloclip off, the wide angle, so you can see what I look like. So let's see what this looks like. All right, hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ryan here, and I got this new lens that I want to try out. It's a wide angle lens called the Olloclip right here, and we're gonna pop this on, and I'm actually gonna keep this rolling. So here's how it looks like without the lens, and here it is with the lens. So you can see how there's like a larger frame of view now. So the truth of the matter is I'm just impatient as hell, and I just felt like doing this. I wanted to go to Fry's Electronics, give this thing a try, because when I get motivated to do something, I always feel like if I don't do it, I'm not gonna do it at all. Because right now I wanna compare this to the Momentum, because I wanna buy the Momentum, because the Momentum is pretty cool. I like that one a lot. The only thing I don't like about the Olloclip right now, based on just my initial use of this, is just holding it in my hand. You know, so like I don't have it. There's no case on it. The problem is because the phone is kind of slippery. I got an iPhone 8 Plus. The other thing too that I really like about this lens, and I prefer about this, is that this thing slips off and slips on. That just makes it so much more convenient. I kind of like that fast changing ability. I don't know how much of use that's gonna be if I do that quick changing ability, but I do like it a lot. I think it will come in handy. All right, so now I just put on the Olloclip lens. All right, so I'm actually gonna see how this works out pretty good. All right, so I got the Olloclip here. I'm driving, commuting here, about to go home, maybe stop at a friend's house, and I just thought I'd really give this thing a try. Right outside the box, I'm using it for the very first time. I'm in my car, pretty good lighting. I mean, it's daylight outside. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have to say that I think this is really great. You know, just outside of the box, you can see the edges of the image, and the edges of the image don't look that bad. Of course, there's still some distortion. Like if I do this, you can probably see the side of my face and I'll look all warped, but it's good enough, you know, because one thing, I actually rented a lens, another lens, which is it's for I have a Micro Four Thirds G7, but the lens is heavy, it's big, and it's expensive, you know, and I was thinking about buying it, but man, it's $1,000 lens, and I could just buy an RX 100. You know, and I'm just trying to figure out ways to sort of like encourage myself to do more vlogging, because I find this type of self-expression fun, you know. But I don't know. I'm curious to know what you think. What are your thoughts on this lens so far, just from the few minutes you've been watching my video? The biggest problem, of course, with the iPhone Plus or the iPhone 7 and up is that there's no headphone jack. So there's not a whole lot of solutions. You run into problems with audio. There are solutions out there, but it just starts to get expensive. I guess it's expensive to the point where it just sort of like makes sense to just buy a better camera, right? But the thing is, when it comes to making vlogs, videos, film, whatever you're into, is find the right kind of tool for the right kind of situation. Like, although the best quality, like with a 4K Micro Four Thirds camera or full frame or APS-C sensor or whatever, is fun and it's great. The problem is the camera's too big and convenient, and maybe if you're like me, who's a little camera shy, or not camera shy, I guess camera shy, but you feel too ridiculous holding this big ass, lugging this huge DSLR. You know, I mean, if you're into vlogging, you're obviously a big fan of Casey Neistat. I know I am. I mean, that's the reason why I do these videos in the first place. He's just a huge inspiration to me, and I like this way of self-expression. The cool thing about this too that I like is not just about trying to be famous on the internet. I know some people want to do that, and I guess I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that wants that, but it's actually the process I enjoy more. I like shooting video, I like recording video, I like talking in front of the camera, and I like sharing my stuff with the world, whether it gets, you know, 5 views, 1 view, 50 views, 100 views, it doesn't really matter as much. I mean, of course, more views is better, but I don't have the way I feel directly connected to the amount of views it gets. It's almost more impact and more self-expression. So it's really going more for that process. Like, for example, I make some of these little short 1 minute, 2 minute vlogs that I do for me and my family, and you know, I share it on Facebook, and I sometimes share them on my channel, but I really I care more about like my wife's expression and my kids' expression, which is like 3 people, you know, or 2 people really, and maybe some of my friends on Facebook, which is like 20 people. It's not even that many people I care about. You know, it's really just fun, and I enjoy it. I don't know, you tell me, what do you think? Just for fun, is I'm actually going to compare this camera here, which is the Lumix LX10. Why? Because I'm obsessed like that. How's it going, everybody? Wait a minute, there is a Problem with the lens not lined up. Okay. What's up? It is Brian here. I'm back again. I'm actually using the front-facing camera this time with the Olloclip. I'm using the ultra wide lens, which is this one right here. It's the active pack. It says for the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus, but I have an iPhone 8 Plus, and it seems to be working just fine. I don't know if you can see the corners of this picture. They look okay. It doesn't look too bad. They look really good, and it's actually quite wide. Look, you can actually see my hand. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Anyways, I'm actually just doing like a little quick vlog. I'm thinking what I'm going to do right now is I'll post this video on my main channel instead of the active tech review. You know why? Because tech is part of what I like to do. So I don't know why I don't include it in my main channel. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put it on both channels. Maybe I'll put 2 different versions. And the truth is, it freaking doesn't even matter. My audience is so small, it doesn't even matter. So I don't know where I'm going to put this video. Wherever you're watching this video, if you see it, check the link in the description. The other thing I like about this lens also is the fact that it slips on and slips off extremely easily. I can just pull this thing off, put it back on, throw it in my pocket. I like that, So just with I've owned this thing for less than an hour, or about an hour now, and I've been kind of messing around with it. And I have to say that I kind of seeing into my future of what I think of it so far, it seems to fit my purposes of use. Like the other lens that I'm considering getting, which is the Moment lens. And I actually thought I would just buy this and return it because the Moment lens is higher quality. It's metal. There's a battery charger case, which I've been wanting to have for a while because I don't have a battery charger case for my phone, for the iPhone 8 Plus. But I actually like this because the thing about the Moment one is that even though it might be a higher quality lens, it might be better, it might have those things that I mentioned, but it's not light and easy, So this is super light, super easy, I'm gonna take the lens off just so you can get a comparison of what it looks like, so you can see kind of how much of a difference it actually does make. And so I'll just put it back on. I'm driving, which you should not do. I do not recommend you do what I'm doing right now, and you can see how it basically just slips on pretty easily. That in itself to me is pretty amazing. That would be a good reason. And you probably have to learn how to line it up. I'm wondering if I have to get the iPhone 8. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna contact support and ask them really quick how much it matters that I get the iPhone 8 version of this or not. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Click like if you haven't already. Bye.